Well, good morning, boys and girls. It is time for another edition of Story Time with Pastor Clint. It's been a couple weeks, and I'm excited to get back. I've had a lot going on and just hadn't been able to do it, so I apologize for that, but I'm excited to get back to doing story time with you today. I've got two books for us this morning. The first book is Do Snakes Wear Shoes? Do Snakes Wear Shoes? It's by a local author, Kathi, Pingley, Gaddy, and it was illustrated by Hollis. And Miss Kathy's a wonderful person. I like this little book. It's a fun book. And so I'm going to read that one to us. And then the second book is Stand Tall, Melon. And it's by Patty Lovell and illustrated by David Catrow. So we look forward to reading that one, Stand Tall, Melon. But let me get started this morning with Do Snakes Wear Shoes by Kathi, Pingley, Gaddy. It's a fun little book. Do Snakes Wear Shoes? Every morning, Henry rides to school in the back seat of his mommy's car. On the way to school, he looks out the window and thinks and thinks and thinks. There are so many curious thoughts that pop into his head that he just explodes with questions. On Monday, as they drove down Riley Road in the rain, Henry suddenly asked his mother a very serious question. Do snakes wear shoes? Henry, I don't think my ears heard you right, his mother said. Henry once again simply asked, Do snakes wear shoes? His mother said, Why no, Henry, snakes do not wear shoes because they have no feet. Henry replied, But if they did have feet, I wonder what kind of shoes they would wear. I bet they would wear red sneakers, Mommy said with a smile. On Tuesday, Henry and his mommy were once again on their way to school. As they drove by rows of tall green trees on Torbit Street, Henry posed the question to his mother, Do sharks live in trees? Mommy replied, Oh, no, Henry, sharks must live in the water. Henry quickly said, But if they could live in a tree, would they live in tree houses? Absolutely, said Mommy with a smile, with a blue roof and a purple door. Silly grins shone on both of their faces. On Wednesday, as the mother and the son team were off to school, they passed a large lake on Loomis Lane. Along the shore of the lake, Henry saw an alligator. Mom, he cried, Can alligators wave hello with their tails? Mommy thought about the question and replied, Well, I guess if sharks can live in trees and snakes can wear shoes, then alligators surely must be able to wave hello with their tails. Thursday morning came and Henry brushed his teeth and his hair. He grabbed his lunchbox and headed for the car. On this day, Henry held his lunchbox on his lap all the way to school. While tapping it with his fingers, he wondered what was inside. He opened the lunchbox, took a quick peek inside. He saw a yummy peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I love those, don't you? His favorite snack crackers and a big, round, juicy orange. He took out the orange and rolled it in his hands. He looked at it and studied it and then took a big sniff of the outside. Mommy said, Henry. Yes, dear, replied Mommy. If I eat this orange at school and accidentally swallow a seed, will oranges grow out of my ears? Very surprised, she quickly answered him. No, my sweet boy, when you plant a seed in the ground, it grows. However, a seed in the tummy does not grow. But if it did grow, snickered Henry, I would be the only kid in my class with oranges growing out of my ears. Once again, they both chuckled together for the remainder of the car ride. Friday was finally here. While driving to school, Mommy and Henry passed a field on Friendly Farm Road. Henry screeched, Look at that cow running in the field. He quickly became quiet, and a question once again arose in his thoughts. Mommy, which is faster, a cow or an airplane? Mommy answered, Even though an airplane looks as if it is moving slowly in the sky, it actually flies very, very fast and is quicker than a running cow. She continued saying, However, in our imaginations, if a cow grew wings, then an airplane might have a race on its hand. They both snickered and pictured a flying cow in their mind's eye. What a sight that would be, exclaimed Mommy. As they pulled up to school and Henry got out of the car, Mommy said to Henry, "I have enjoyed our car time together this week." Henry smiled and waved goodbye to his mother. He knew his question time would start again on Monday. Isn't that a great story? I like that. That's a good, fun story. Do snakes wear shoes? I bet you come up with crazy questions and have your imaginations going all the time. I like to do that too. All right, our second book this morning is Stand Tall, Molly Lou Melon. Stand Tall, Molly Lou Melon, and it's written by Patty Lovell and illustrated by David Catrow. Molly Lou Melon stood just taller than her dog and was the shortest girl in the first grade. She didn't mind. Her grandma had told her, "Walk as proudly as you can and the world will look up to you." So she did. Molly Lou Melon had buck teeth that stuck out so far she could stack pennies on them. And she didn't mind. Her grandma had told her, "Smile big and the world will smile right alongside of you." So she did. Look at those teeth. Molly Lou Melon had a voice that sounded like a bullfrog being squeezed by a boa constrictor. She didn't mind. Her grandma told her, "Sing out clear and strong and the world will cry tears of joy." So she did. Molly Lou Melon was often fumble-fingered. She didn't mind. Her grandma told her, "Believe in yourself and the world will believe in you too." So she did. Then Molly Lou Melon moved to a new town. She had to say goodbye to her grandma and all of her friends and start in a new school. On the first day of school, Ronald Durkin called her Shrimpo in a gym class. When the game started, Molly Lou Melon caught the football, ran under the legs of Ronald Durkin, and scored a touchdown. All the children thought, "Wow, she's really good." And Ronald Durkin felt very, very foolish. On the second day of school, Ronald Durkin called her Bucky-Tooth Beaver. Molly Lou Melon took out her pennies, stacked 10 high on her teeth, and smiled as big as day. All the children smiled with glee, and Ronald Durkin felt very foolish. On the third day of school, Ronald Durkin said, "You sound like a sick duck, honk, honk." Molly Lou Melon sang out a quack so clear and strong that it made Ronald Durkin somersault backwards, hit his head, and have to go to the nurse. All the children cried with joy to be free from Ronald Durkin for the rest of the afternoon, and Ronald Durkin felt very, very foolish. On the fourth day of school, Ronald Durkin said that she had made the snowflake all wrong, but Molly Lou Melon opened up her paper and revealed the most beautiful snowflake of all. All the children oohed and awed, even Ronald. On the fifth day of school, Ronald Durkin brought Molly Lou Melon a stacking penny for her tooth and smiled at her. That night, Molly Lou Melon took out a pencil and paper and wrote a letter to her grandma. "Dear Grandma, I wanted to tell you that everything you told me was exactly right. Love, Molly Lou Melon." That's a great little story, and it reminds us of how unique God makes each one of us. He made you special. He makes me special. He makes us unique. And the wonder of being a follower of Jesus and showing that love with other people is being able to respect and care for other people, even though they may be different from us. I love that little book. It's a great lesson. Let us all treat each other with love and respect. You guys have a great day, and I will see you next time. Thanks for tuning in for Storytime with Pastor Clint. Remember, God loves you, and I do too.